Um, Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear my voice. Y'all know I ain't gonna be doing a lot of screaming because I got another live coming at 7 with some real commentary. This is just a clear up thing. And I know I don't need to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Cause hold on, let me find a picture of Romeca right quick so I can put it on my thumbnail. People love to lie. Let me know if y'all can hear me though. Boy, the liars be lying. Lying, lying, lying. Give me a second. So while I pull this up, they be lying. They be lying, 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 lying. They be lying. We're going to clip this lie right fast. And then I'm just going to chat with y'all until Jenny goes live, which is in about an hour or so. Hold on, y'all, because I'm fixing this thumbnail right quick. Hold on. Y'all know how I do, right? Oh, let me know if y'all can hear me. I don't even know if I did y'all say y'all can hear me? Oh, we can hear you. Okay, good, 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 good. All right, hold on. I'm just fixing this thumbnail. I'm just gonna clear up this lie because people just be lying for no reason, baby. Ooh, child, y'all know I don't have no problem coming out here and admitting what I do. Don't they notice already about your girl? Amora do not have a problem admitting anything that I do. Give me 1 second. Let me just I'm trying to find a background. I may just have to wait. I should have did this shit already, huh? She said, I meant relentless. Girl, they are relentless, baby. They are relentless, honey. Hey, everybody in the chat. Let me run y'all names down right quick. Hey, Dry Bob, you the first one in here, baby, with the hello. Hey, girl, Cheryl, I see you, baby. Shalandra and Cassandra and Deborah. I didn't get no snacks. Who is I didn't get no snacks? OMG, that is funny. Barbara King, Sassy D, lying and caught sniffing a gift. Wait a minute, lying and coughing, sniffing a gift. Oh my goodness, the names, baby. Y'all are funny. Nateria, hey baby. Tammy B, she said, hey my peeps. Hey girl, Sharon Smith, Robbie, Sandra's exclusive. I see you, girl. Meg. Meg is in the house, y'all. Baby, Meg be pulling up, Meg. I love you, baby. You want to know why? Because, honey, you be pulling up. Y'all, Meg became a supporter by the way of Cora. And she has fell in love with me ever since. Shout out to Meg, y'all. Y'all give Meg big ups in the chat. Because, honey, Meg be up in here, baby. Y'all better stop playing with her. Hey, Meg. Brits. Hey, girl. Patrice. Yas. Nisi. Yas. Miss Magnificent. Look at all this green. Look at all this green, man. That means y'all still love me, baby. Exclusive, R said you. D Curry, I see you. Sonia C, that's my girl. Rose Blasian, yeah. All right. I think I already said I didn't get no snacks. Who else we have? Slow Bus Rider, y'all better stop playing. Cynthia, I see you. Courier, you in here. Sanchez, hey girl. Jasmine, Kim C. Who else is in here, baby? Who else is in here? Blessed as I come. I see you, baby. Ro baby in the house. Hey, Ro baby. Hope you're doing well. Rashida. I see you, El Shante. Y'all better leave El Shante alone. Rita M. Raya. I see you, honey. And Lady V. Talisa. Who else do we have? I think that's another Rita. I see Cynthia H. Hey, girl. Susie. I see you, baby. New Balance. Somebody done changed their name to New Balance, y'all. Ooh, wee, baby. She said, we love you, sis. Love you back. Sassy D X7. Hey, girl. Oh, wait a minute. Is that Charissa? Hey, Charissa. Who else we got? We got a Cynthia W and a Cassandra and a Quiet Storm. Love that name. Shalom. Hey, baby. Miss Feet, the realest. Y'all better stop playing. Quiet Storm, Tender T. Just a mess. Hey, baby. Y'all know some of y'all I remember from day one. Tracy Ray, I see you. Cheryl Gale, that's my girl. You better stop. Bocamosa, yes. Exit 75. Who is Exit 75, baby? Shanae, I see you. Keisha Willis, I see you. Teresa King, I see you too. Shalandra, I see you. Chris N, yes, baby, I see you. Ashley D is in the house. Hey, Ashley. Ashley, I seen something. Somebody said, wait till I tell her more what you, more and Jenny, what you think about them. I said, girl, don't nobody care. If you ain't tell me back then, what you gonna tell me for now? Cause honey, I won't be listening. Ruthie, Tawana, $5 Friday. Oh, yes, $5 Friday, y'all. Drop them $5. Now I am coming back again. I'm only holding y'all until Jenny come on. Jenny's coming on in a few. Well, about an hour or so. So I'm only gonna hold y'all until then, and then I'm gonna come on after Jenny get off. Okay, Inga, I see y'all. I see you, Inga. Vera, Rats was in the sisterhood. The names, baby. I am all for the names. You hear me? She said Rats was in the sisterhood. Apparently so. Yvonne, Marissa, how's that baby girl doing? Truly blessed. I see you. Who else we got? No snacks, no barbecue, no karaoke, no coffee. Charlie, you need somebody to put the pool was dirty, baby. The pool was dirty. Okay. That girl, Wayford. I always say your name wrong, but baby, that girl, I'm just gonna start calling you that girl. You that girl, okay? That girl, wouldn't you like to know? Uh-oh, we got a wouldn't you like to know? Oh my goodness, we got a Tisha, a Rita H. Who else we got? And Cassandra. Hi, Amor. Hope you're feeling better. I'm feeling a little bit better. I ain't gonna sit and say I'm 100%. I was sitting up here thinking, medicine is magic, right? I'm like, ooh, if I go ahead and take the steroids this morning, I'm gonna feel really good this afternoon. But I can't even say that's the case. I cannot say that's the case. She said, baby, it's Amora, this Amora that, wait a minute, this Amora that's in the YouTube streets. You popping, girl. Child, honey, they trying to run a girl name down, but they can't, baby. You hear me? It doesn't matter what they say about me. They cannot run my name down. Ain't nobody told them yet. They didn't try that shit before. Shanita, I see you, girl. She said, I'm weak at the names. The names are hilarious. Listen, they have tried this before on so many things. I see you, Barbara. Thank you, Barbara. They have tried to run my name down in these YouTube streets so many times. How many times, y'all? Too many, baby. Too many, honey. They didn't try to knock your girl off so many times by trying to run my name down. But let me go on and clarify something right quick about the Romeca case, okay? And actually, this is not about the Romeca case. Let me back that up. About Romeca being disrespected on this channel, honey. Romeca has never been disrespected on this channel, baby. Okay. Now, I have said things like people elevators don't go all the way up to the top. And unfortunately, honey, I mean that, they don't like when I say it, but it's just true. Everybody elevator do not go up to the top. Hey, Cookie. She said, I replayed your live from last night this morning. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Lashina Daniels, for that love. Hey, Barbara Portley. So anyway, they like to run your girl name down, but let me just be the first. And I know I wrote it out, but I just want to be very clear, all right, with what I'm saying. Romeca has never, and I mean never, been disrespected. She said she hoped when you die, you see Romeca face something wrong with her. Who said that? Who said I hope I see her face? Hell, how am I see anybody's face when I die though? Hey Val, how am I gonna see anybody's face? Is it something I don't know about? Did I miss something? How when I die, I'm gonna see somebody's face. Anyway, child. Let me just say this right quick. Romeca has never been disrespected on this channel. Never. Let's talk about that phone call, right? It was a troll in the chat. And they were forever like, well, why would Romeca, not having anything to do with her baby daddy, block her? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Block her number from him, right? She blocked her number. She didn't want him to know where she lived. Why would she pull up? Like she was just basically trying to say it didn't make no sense why Romeca would pull up on Carlos and the girlfriend Holly when she blocked him and she was moving on from him and didn't want to have anything to do with him. And I said, I don't know why she did that. She made a bad choice. So the person just kept asking questions that only Romeca can answer, right? I said, you know what? Hold on, let me call her. Now I don't have Romeca's phone number. And you would think that everybody's in this world would know that, right? You would think everybody would say, Amore don't have that girl phone number. I literally went on YouTube, got a ring dial, a phone, just ringing. And I said, hold on, let me call her. So I played the ringtone from YouTube. And I said, she's not answering. Hold on, let me do it again. Right? And I saw some of y'all laughing in the chat. Y'all know how I get sarcastic as shit sometime. It might be dry humor, but I am a very sarcastic person. Okay. And so I said, hold on, let me call her. And then the phone ringing, and then I let out a snicker. I said, you know what? I'm sorry. And I said, she's not answering, right? I said, let me try it again. Let me try it again. So I did it and no answer. And then I said, well, I'm sorry. She didn't answer. And I laughed about it, right? I said, she didn't answer. So I'm sorry. I can't give you your answer that you want because I can't reach her. It's me being sarcastic, not about her being dead, right? Not about her being deceased, but strictly I was being sarcastic to the caller. I mean, excuse me, to the person that I was referring to in the chat. Now, most people took it as sarcasm. She said, I got it. She said, that was funny to me. I got the sarcasm. And a lot of people laughed in the chat, right? That's why I started laughing with y'all because y'all was laughing. It was sarcastic and not toward Romeca whatsoever. Romeca's not here. How am I going to be sarcastic toward Romeca? Romeca's somewhere, hopefully in heaven, right? So I was not mocking the deceased. I was being sarcastic to the person that kept asking me, why would she do this? Why would she do this? It just don't make no sense. Why would she do that? Why are you asking me why she didn't do that? And the person even in the chat said, well, I mean, I know you can't answer what she did. I'm just asking. I'm just trying to say it doesn't make any sense. Well, you're saying it doesn't make any sense, but you know, people are out there saying she blocked him, right? People are out there saying she didn't want to have nothing to do with him. She blocked him. She didn't want him to know where she lives. She didn't want him to know the phone number, but she still pulled up. So I wasn't mocking Romeca, right? I was being sarcastic toward the caller. But y'all know the people that don't like me, they gonna twist, turn, flip, rub, smack, and grease it down, baby. Why? Because at the end of the day, if they had it their way, every supporter in here would pack up and say, I'm out. But let me explain something to y'all, okay? Intentions matter. That's why the story that I'm talking about at 7, if I'm able to go live at 7, because I don't know if Jenny gonna be off by then. So if she's not, y'all know I'm gonna leave the door open for Jenny, and I can always do the story. But let me just say this: the story that I'm doing at 7-ish or whenever I'm doing it, the reason why she didn't get first degree murder because they could not prove intent. Right? Intentions matter. Please understand that intentions matter. I have never, and I do mean never, came on here and intended, right, out of any type of maliciousness to mock or cause any type of harm to Romeca or her family. Even though I've said that I hold her family to certain regards because, they the one came out here and said they knew her behavior, right? And that they knew that when she goes in and she starts, she can't stop, like she was a ticking time bomb or something like that they referenced to, she was a high hitter. I don't know the exact words that they said, but they knew that she had anger issues and they didn't try to get her any help. So I said, I hope I held the family to a certain extent for that. You know what I'm saying? She was still young. She could have, and then somebody told me, well, Amor, you don't know what her family has tried. And I said, you know what? You're right. I don't know what her family has tried. I don't. I don't know if they tried to get her counseling because it seems like that would have helped her out a lot. But what I've never done is intentionally came out here to be malicious toward Romeca. I've never dragged her on my channel and never will. Never will. I don't think that she deserved to die, but I do believe that we can be responsible for our own demise. I do believe that 100%, but that doesn't mean that she deserved it. Like, as far as I'm happy that she's gone, because I'm not. And I've had people come in my chat and say that, oh, you just happy that she's gone, and I try to get those foolish people out of here because, that's where they heart at. But I've never had intentions on um, doing anything malice toward Romeca. But the haters, those that don't like me, and they are probably going to spend the rest of their life trying to take me down in some type of capacity. Baby, they would twist your words, right? They would come out here and try to just make you look the worst ever. And that's why they had to play it 1,000 times on one live. Let me play that again for you. Let me play that again because they wanted to seek in. But the thing about it is, you playing it to a group of people that don't even like me, and they ain't gonna never like me. And then I seen a few people in there said, "Oh shoot, that's Jenny. Hold on one second. Give me a second." They probably saying I'm lighting up. I lit up like a Christmas tree now. Hold on one second. All right, my apologies, you guys. I just talked to King Gene right quick. So I'm sorry about that. All right. She said, this green look amazing in this chat. Thank y'all so much for the green, baby. Thank you for becoming a member and rocking with my channel. But I did see a couple of people was like, oh, I pulled my membership after she said that. I didn't like the way she said that. Baby, trust and believe, them people were not members. Those people were not members. They are just saying that bull crap because it looks good. It briefs well. They were not members. When I look at my members, it looked like I did lose about 4. But the amount of people that's over there saying, oh, I pulled my membership after she said that, this, that, and the other. Baby, listen, them they weren't supporters of mine. Because if you are a supporter of mine, you know my intentions are never to do anybody wrong. That's just not in my heart. No matter how much they want to put it in my heart, no matter how much they want to try to tell people I'm evil, I'm this, I'm that. People that know me know that's not my heart. And if I'm evil, why did you rock with me for 2 years just to say I'm evil? So it took you 2 years to figure out that I was evil? Like, come on. You're gonna know an evil spirit, and it ain't gonna take you 2 years to know an evil spirit. So how I become evil in 3, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, right? So I listened to that and I was like, these people are absolutely absurd. They know how I am. I'm very passionate about what it is that I talk about, but evil, no, no, I'm not evil at all. She said, I heard the bullshit. Then they trying to say I was in a Morris live that day, and she was clearly speaking to a troll. She was not disrespecting Romeca. Exactly, because I wasn't, Pamela. I was not disrespecting Romeca at all. I was not disrespecting Romeca. But they gonna twist, turn, flip, rub, spread, however they want to. Why? Because their goal is to try to turn people against me. Them jokers hurt. Baby, hey, can y'all hashtag hurt in the chat? Them jokers hurt, baby. They hurt. They want to try to turn around and say we run a cult over here, but baby, y'all hurt because you're no longer part of the cult. That doesn't make any sense to me. And we don't run no cult. But baby, they hurt. You know? Somebody said, "Did you lose Tinkers?" I'm gonna say it like this, Quiet Storm. I don't feel like I lost anybody. I have not lost anybody. Okay. So, but to say, yeah, hashtag hurt, they hurt. They are so mad. Get out your feelings. At this point, I'm willing to pay for therapy. Go to therapy. She said, I rarely catch your lives. You are very informative. Thank you so much, Cynthia. you know and I do think that I come out here not just to just gossip and break down lives, but I also try to teach, because things that we may not know, and I learn while I'm teaching as well, because as I'm doing my research and I find out something new, I'm like, damn, I didn't even know this. So if I could bring you something new that I've learned, then we both win, right? That's what I like to do with my breakdowns. When I'm doing my breakdowns, it's not just for you guys, it's for me as well. I'm learning with y'all. That video I showed y'all the other day, I'm learning with y'all, right? I like that. I like to learn. I don't like to just stay stuck. I would never want to just stay stuck, because how does that benefit me, right? So again, these people are definitely hurt in their feelings. I'm talking about in their feelings. For them to be like, I'm glad I disconnected from you. I didn't want to be around you in the first place. I can't tell. I cannot tell. First thing in the morning, what are you thinking about? Me. Who you go live about first thing in the morning? Me. Who you trying to take supporters from me? You want the supporters that support me to support you. That's considered hurt. That's real hurt. She said, I think Tink coming to tell what she told them about Callie and Sean. I don't know what she is going to talk about, and I really don't care. That's not my concern. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing to say about that whatsoever. Whatsoever. But like I said, I don't feel like I lost anybody. Those that no longer want to support me, it's fine. Have you heard me come out here and drag any of them? No, but you heard them do it. People that literally told them, "Now I'm riding with a more. That's who I'm choose to ride with." They putting them in songs and dragging them and calling them names and stuff like that. I have not came out here and drug anybody that said they don't no longer want to ride with me. One of the girls actually told me, "Well, since I got kicked out of the sisterhood group, I'm riding with Break Room." And guess what I said? Take care. That's it. I ain't say, "Why the F would you do that? That doesn't make any sense. You never supported me in the first place." No, that's nonsense. You will never hear more say anything like that. That's not what type of person I am. The type of person I am is, if you no longer want to support me, that's your choice. That's your choice. I can't hold you, and I never will. I never will. That just mean that your 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 stop on this mission, this journey, it ended. What am I gonna be mad about that for? You know? She said, "I think it's because you shed light on the facts and it doesn't support their narrative. They feel like you're talking down on her, and I'm not." And that's why I wanted to say, excuse me, intentions matter. People that has been listening to me for 3 years now, they know my intentions. They know my intentions is not malice. They know my intentions is not to hurt or to destroy. Those never been my intentions. I never went after to destroy the truth. And I've always said that. I've always said, I'm not here to destroy the truth. I'm just out here to spread what I know. And I know he was out here playing games with people, pretending that he was this perfect, innocent person. And he was not. He was not. It take two to destroy a relationship. And he was absolutely a part of it. Okay. She said, "You act like you call her, you talked bad about her." No, I did not, Clarence. That's what you want to believe. That's what you want to believe. That's not what happened. I was being sarcastic to the caller, and I didn't act like I dialed a number. I don't have Romeca's phone number. See, if you know who I am, you know I was being sarcastic, Clarence. So that's not what happened. People that believe how you believe, you guys believe that because that's what you want to believe. Same thing with that's what people want to hear, right? So I was basically being sarcastic to a troll. And those that has been following me for 3 years know that. Okay. She said it's recorded and showed. Again, Clarence, that's what you want to hear. My people, and obviously you're not. My people know differently. They know me. Understand that. They know me. They know how I roll. Okay. And I'm definitely not about to argue with you. Not when I'm still healing from my sore throat. So that's not about what happened. She said, "If I escape from a cult, I would not mention the cult if they are so evil. Move around. Sounds like Stockholm syndrome. Baby." I'm just like, damn, did I cause this? Because damn, these people will forever scream my name. She said, "You already explained yourself. That's a troll." Yes, I understand. And I ain't got time to argue with a troll today. Should I? No, baby, I'm trying to heal. Not today. Maybe when I get my voice fully back, I might be able to come out here and act a fool. But I can't do that today. I can't come out here and act a fool today. Mm-mm. She said, "But the troll part is not included in the recording, obviously." That's right, Tammy, because people put out what they want to put out. Okay. That's what they do. She said, "From my perspective, you have not spoken down on her, but you have spoken the law and the facts. That's a hard pill to swallow for some who can't face the truth." Thank you for saying that, Dakota. And Dakota, shout out to you because I know you have not always agreed with me. We've had our issues, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? But I do like it when I listen to both. I listen when people don't agree with me and they say, "No, more, I think that you did this, you did that." But somehow you circle back to me. And so anyway, I just big shout out to you. Big shout out to you, okay? Big shout out to you. Triple titties and DD, Dick Dyke. Oh Lord, she said, "I'm new here." Thank you for being new here. But girl, I learned a new word yesterday, a DD. I had to tell Jay about a DD. He said he ain't never heard of a DD either, baby. He never heard of a DD either. Okay. She said, "We know Amore's heart, and that's why we follow her." That's what I'm talking about. Intentions matter. So what I was saying is the reason why the young lady didn't get first degree right? She didn't get first degree murder. She ended up getting second degree murder because of intents. If your intentions is not malicious, if it wasn't from the beginning, then they can't give you first degree, right? And that's why they gave her second degree, because they could not prove intents. Some people don't know what intentions mean, but I'm here to say my intentions, and God knows my intentions, and my supporters know my intentions. My intentions has never ever been on this YouTube street to cause any harm to anyone. Okay? Now I do react sometimes, and when I react, I go hard in the paint. But intentions to really bring somebody down or hurt them like that, never. I ain't trying to bring nobody down, but I've had a lot of people try to bring me down, and they're upset because they could not. She said, "Who got second degree?" Latosha Daniels. That's the story we're going to be talking about the pastor out of Memphis. They tried to charge her with first degree, and they could not charge her with first degree because the intentions was not malicious. And in order for you to get somebody on first degree, it has to be they maliciously set out to do something, like they intended to do it, and they could not find intent. Okay, so they got her on second degree. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later. She says, "Riding with you always, F them haters." Thank you, Yasmin. And that's how I feel about it. F them. That's why when I posted, I said, "Hey, this is for the supporters. This is not for um, this is for the supporters. This is not for the haters, because I don't care what they think. They're gonna always twist my words. They're gonna always put words in my mouth, take words out of my mouth, you know? That's what they're gonna do. Because they're on a mission. They want to destroy, they want to bring me down. These people, they hurt, very much hurt. They're very much hurt. She said, "I'm a Holly supporter." Okay, cool. She said, "I am a Holly supporter," and she already talking about triple titties and DDs. Yes, 12K says, "The weirdos was asking questions only Romeca could answer. No one is happy that girl is gone, but moved wrong, and it cost her life." And they don't like to hear that. They don't like to hear that, right? But no, I don't think anybody in this chat is happy that she is gone. I don't think we're happy that anybody' life is gone, right? But that's what they want to spread on their panels and their channels. Why? To make me look bad. That's why. That's their goal. That's their mission, to make me look bad. They're just resorting back to what they used to do. When they was supporting the truth, they did the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? They are the same people. So they're doing the exact same thing. "Oh, let me put something out here so I can make her look bad." But they can't make me look bad to people that know me. They can't make me look bad to people that know me, you know? They might make me look bad to people that don't like me, and that's to be expected. We're not dummies over here. We're very smart. That's to be expected. That's the game that they play. They are huge manipulators. And we're going to talk about that. I had put up a thumbnail last night and I put a date, but I said, you know what? Let me take it down. So I took it down and I'm going to put it back up because I do want to come out here and I want to decode a master manipulator. And I'm going to use some of their video footage, right? So I want to make sure I grab it and make sure I have it right. Baby, these people are mass manipulators. Some of them are definitely going behind the scenes to try to get people to turn against me. Now, if I was dirty, I would literally come out here and put it all out on the floor with receipts. And who knows? I may just do that, but I ain't dirty, dirty. Sometimes I can play dirty. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I could definitely play dirty if I'm pushed to, right? I could definitely play dirty if I'm pushed. Very dirty, you know? But my goal is not to be dirty. My goal is not to be dirty. She said, "Amor, can you please leave it alone and move on in your prosperity?" When you say leave it alone, please explain what you mean, because I need a more understanding of that. When you say leave it alone, don't speak what's on my mind. Is that what you're saying? Don't speak from my heart. Is that what you're saying? Please explain when you say leave it alone, because I don't understand that. Because I'm gonna always come out here and speak what's on my mind. If I feel something on my heart and I want to come to my platform and speak it, then that's what I'm going to do. And I will hope that my supporters respect that. So please explain when you say leave it alone. Hey, sis, keep your head up. God knows your heart, and that's all that matters. We love you in the real way. Yes, thank you, Danny. I appreciate you, baby. She said, right, don't want to hear about you being insensitive when they talk about kids, calling them ugly monkeys and everything. Exactly. And post kids and have said the damnest things about children. But then they want to come out here and say, I am insensitive. Baby, please. And say, it's funny, they went at first with the, oh, she's so rude to her supporters, and then got caught calling her supporter, which was a member lit up in green, a bitch and on the spectrum and all of that. That's what happened to a member. But they came out here trying to say, I'm rude to supporters. I talk down to supporters. I cuss out my supporters, right? It's projection. They come out here and say the things that they do. She said, don't entertain the drama because you're better than the drama. If I feel something on my heart and I feel like I need to clean it up for my supporters because it's things being said about me that I want my supporters to know, I just want to make sure we good, then I'm going to speak on that. I'm absolutely going to speak on that. No disrespect, Debbie. And I know you love me and I love you too, but no disrespect. If I feel it on my heart, I'm going to talk about it. That's just what type of person I am. What I won't do is keep things bottled up and then become a whole basket case out here. That's just not who I am. That's not what I do. I talk about it. Okay. So yeah, I don't let things just bottle up and then all of a sudden I end up being a whole crash dummy out here on the internet for 40 days and 40 nights. No, I don't want to do that. I speak, I get it off my chest and then I move on. And if something else come on my chest, I'm going to get it off my chest and I'm going to move on. I'm going to always tap into my supporters in this way. So you guys thoroughly understand where we coming from, where I'm coming from, you know? Because I have new supporters too. I know my day ones. I know you guys get it. But I have new supporters. I've gained over 428 supporters in the last 30 days. So those 400 supporters, some of them are probably here right now. They need to know what type of person I am. You know, I know my day ones, y'all got it. My day ones know. My day ones know my heart. I didn't came out here. I didn't laugh with y'all. I didn't cry with y'all. I didn't you know, we didn't have some nights. We didn't have some 11 hours, 12 hours. We didn't put time in it with each other. I know some of y'all know me, you know? Y'all know me. But my new supporters don't know me like that. They don't know what type of person I am, right? She said, write them more because they trying hard for us not to support them more. It ain't gonna happen. I'm not going nowhere. They are trying very hard. Thanks, X7. I'm talking about 75X. It's somebody that's on a trip right now, all the way in a whole nother state. And they literally jumped in the chat and was like, oh, I know y'all ain't gonna continue to support that man. They love calling me a man, right? I know y'all not gonna continue to support that man. That child been on a mission for over a year trying to get people to stop supporting me. And they on a whole nother trip. They on a whole nother trip and still worried about your girl. Go enjoy the weather. I'm sure it's crispy. The weather is crispy. Enjoy. Why are you worrying about me? Because they hurt. They hurt. She said, you may not have meant it the way, but it was insensitive to the family who can no longer call her. And you laughed about it, just how it came off. Not a good look, regardless of the troll. Okay, if you don't think it was a good look, then that's your opinion, mindful moments. Because the family wasn't in my chat, and I'm sure they don't listen to me. I didn't drink their Kool-Aid. So I'm sure the family's not over here. Okay. My thumbnails, majority of my thumbnails have Holly on there. Majority of my thumbnails have Holly. Why? Because I'm not even trying to exploit Romeca. If I had Romeca face on here, I have 400 or 500 people in my chat. I put Holly face on there for a reason. For a reason. Because I'm not trying to exploit the family. I'm not trying to come up off the family at all. When I first came out, I put Romeca on my thumbnail. If you go back and look, I haven't put Romeca on no more of my thumbnails. I put Holly. Why? Because I'm breaking down the truth where it speaks on what Holly did and Holly actions. I may have used Romeca face twice, maybe 3 times at the most. So if I was trying to exploit her death or get the family's attention, I would put Romeca on my thumbnail, not Holly. I'm a very strategical person. I'm not trying to exploit that family, and I'm not trying to draw the attention to Romeca. I put Holly for a reason. I'm breaking the law down in Holly's defense because everybody wanted to try to deem her a cold blooded murderer, and that she is not. So please understand, I think about things before I do that. Okay. So if you go back to my lives when I speak on this case, majority of the thumbnails that I use about this is Holly because I don't feel like Holly is a cold blooded murderer. So I'm sure Romeca family was not in my life. So to say that it was insensitive to the family, if the aunt wants to speak, I'll have a conversation with her. But I'm pretty sure she's heard me enough to know that I'm not downing her niece just because I'm talking about her behavior. Just because I'm talking about her behavior that led to her own demise. All right, mindful moments. And if you feel that it's insensitive or whatever, I mean, I can only say you just have to know what type of person that I am. I was trolling a troll. I was being I ain't gonna say insensitive. I was being sarcastic to a troll. And I'm not gonna apologize for being sarcastic to a troll. There was no malice, no ill will, no bad intents for that at all. I have done similar things of that, and it was been laughed about in the chat. And that's what it was. It was a laugh. It wasn't a laugh at Romeca. It was a laugh at you asking me questions that I can't answer. You're asking me questions that I can't answer. So, mindful moments, if you came over here to get an apology, baby, that's not what's about to happen now. And it because it was not like that. Okay. She said, Miss Fee, I was talking to Amora. You would be one to make her lose her new supporters. She said, that's what I'm saying, Amora. Your new supporters don't know you like that. And that's why I'm talking. That's why I'm coming out here and speaking. Get to know me, stick around and get to know me. And then you will come back and say, okay, this lady don't have malice in her heart because I don't. Because I don't. None at all. My heart ain't even built like that. God didn't make my heart like that. So I don't have malice intents in my heart. Okay. So she said, okay, all of those frenemies partied and broke bread knowing good and damn well they didn't like Amora. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine that. Okay. She said, I love it here. I camp out, roast marshmallows, and wait to see the next. You're solid. They'll be all right. Yes. And always been solid from the beginning. I came out here when I didn't have to, when there was nobody else that was out here. I came out here and I spoke up for a young lady that was being drugged through for filth, for sport, because they was over there making mad money, just dragging a woman, dragging a woman. You would think, damn, if 3 or 4 content creators doing it, why she need 50? Why do other people have to join the bandwagon? They could have blogged on anything else, but they all jumped on the bandwagon because they wanted to see a woman come out here and cry. They wanted to talk about her children and her parenthood, her motherhood. They wanted to just drag her and dog her like, God damn. You see a woman talking about she's threatening suicide, saying that she want to off herself or she don't want to be here because she can't handle it. And they went in deeper, but they want to call me evil. No, they're evil. They're evil. A person that actually say that they thought about taking their life and you continue to come out here and drag them for a whole nother 2 years, make it make sense. Let's do heart checks over here because I guarantee you my heart won't come out dark. My heart would never be dark. I came out here when nobody else would. I've asked people to join me. Hey, let's come out here and let's do this podcast together and let's put it out here. They didn't want to do it. They didn't want to do it. And then when I started making money, they got mad at me. But they didn't want to join me on this platform. I asked more than one person to join me, and they didn't want to join me. So I said, I'll do it myself. I do it myself. And that's what I did. I didn't do this for money in the beginning. I didn't. I didn't come out here for money. It was months when I didn't get paid nothing. Not a damn dime. But that didn't stop me from pulling 11 and 12 hours. That didn't stop me from coming out here and explaining my point of view. That didn't stop me. That didn't stop me from coming out here saying it doesn't matter what she did. She came out here, yes, she put her business out in the street on social media, but she also apologized. Hey, Knee Deep. She also apologized, right? She also came out here and tried to move past it, but they just still went after her, attacked her. And I stood in the gap for her. And I got attacked for it. And I attacked the fuck back. And I attacked the fuck back. Because none of these content creators, and I mean none of them, scare me. None of these people on the internet scare me. They're a bunch of internet bullies, a bunch of internet trolls. They don't like to get bullied back. First thing, when you say something back to them, what do? Oh, I'm about to call the law, just like the freaking security guard. I know y'all caught that yesterday. That's going to be talked about today. She said, I'll go ahead and unsubscribe more. It's not you, it's your chat. I was not being rude. No one said you was being rude, but if you feel that you need to unsubscribe and not follow me, I can't stop you. I don't see anybody being rude in the chat to you. I don't even think anybody is even entertaining you anymore. But you can always ignore people in the chat. You don't have to read all the whatnots. People need to learn how to do that. People need to learn how to ignore and move around. You know? Even myself, I don't need to read every troll comment that comes through. My big sis Glenn told me that the other day. I'm more stop entertaining them. I'm like, all right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. You know? So it's a stepping stool. You learn. She said, I'm a day one with you. Always kept it 100, but they twist narrative to try to deem you as a heartless person. Girl, they've been trying to say I was heartless from day one. Even though when I first came out here, I didn't even cuss at them. They cussed at me. They called me a bitch. You know what I'm saying? They said that to me. And then I stepped back and said, wait a minute. Oh, so we calling each other bitches? Because they ain't ready for my mouth. They ain't ready for my mouth. I said, oh, they calling me bitches? Oh, that's what type of time we on? But then when I started calling them bitches and hoes back, oh, they got butt hurt. Oh, she over there calling people bitches and hoes. Also, you guys can call me a bitch, but I can't call you one back. You understand? They just didn't like the fact that I didn't let up. She said 51 against 1. Exactly. And they was recruiting like a motherfucker. They was like, let's take her down. The goal is to take her down. And when they didn't, they just went on a forever rampage of just being upset. And it's okay. They're going to forever be upset. Hell, I'd be upset too if I was part of a team of 51 and I couldn't take me down. If I couldn't take a person down, if I was a part of 51, I'd be mad too. I'd be mad too. But it's funny how the security guard came out here trying to tear people's name down and then had the nerve to say, Amora, you better tell that girl she better not say nothing about me. I'm going to press charges against her or some shit like that. Did y'all see that bullshit? You better not say nothing. I'm going to press charges and Florida don't play that. How the hell are you going to be coming out here tearing somebody's name down, right? Going in on people, lying, and then get mad and want to run to the popo. But how many times have we seen that, girl? So many times. How you going to run to the popo after you done came out here threatening people? You done made threats on people, and now you're talking about you. I seen a message that said, oh, here you go. Amora, I suggest you tell the internet sister to back off before I tell who is behind the AI Saga page and who been paying for the credits. Listen, first of all, I'm not behind the page. I'm not paying for the credits. So why the fuck do I care? It ain't me. That person, whoever's behind the Saga page, if Neo knows, and she's gonna tell because she wants to tell. That's just what she want to do. I'm not telling the internet sister to back off. I didn't tell her to start. Why would I tell her to back off? I didn't call for her out here. She saw what was going on and she stepped. Now here they go. I suggest you tell this person think they can control me. But don't worry, because I'm coming. I'm coming. But I'm gonna let the internet sister do her thing. But just know I'm coming. Just know I'm coming. Just know I'm coming. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be today. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be tomorrow. And I'm not gonna say it's gonna be next week. But baby, I'm coming. I'm coming. She said, when Neo thinks who does Neo think she is? Want to talk about other people, but wants no one to talk about her. confused. That is manipulation. And that is also a covert narcissism. We're going to decode all of that. We're going to break that down, but just not today. I'm coming. Trust me. Oh, I'm coming. And then I heard something like, oh, I'm going to call the police on you. Here it goes. It says, see how you play the long game? I never made any videos about the internet sister, nor have I said anything that would be disrespectful. So as soon as she go live, let me know, because I have proof that Amora put her up to it. Florida don't play, baby. Let's do this. And then she going to put Florida cyberbullying. Baby, she sound just like the Delulus. The Delulus that thought they could take me to court and get a case against me. Baby, I'm smarter than them. Haven't I came out here and told y'all plenty of times that I'm smarter than them? I'm smarter than them. And that's what they get mad at, because I'm smarter than them. I do my homework, baby. Doing videos and breaking people's content down is not against the law. And it's not cyberbullying. And if she says she has proof that Amora put her up to it, then drop it. Ho, drop it. All these people that's always talking about, I got proof and this person did this. Why haven't they posted any receipts? No receipts whatsoever. I wonder why. Because it's a lie. A lie from the pits of the hell. I post my receipts. You hear me? I post my receipts. Ain't nobody scared of her. Nobody. Nobody's scared of her. She just happy to have more than 18 people in her chat, baby. She just happy to have more than 18 people in her chat. But just know I'm coming. I ain't gonna tell you exactly when, but oh, I'm coming. I'm coming around the mountains when she called. Okay? I'm coming. I'm gonna let the internet sister do her thing, this, that, and the other. But oh, I'm coming. But I'm coming in a way because I want to break down behaviors. Not necessarily her behaviors. I focus on the behaviors, baby. Oh, I'm coming. I'm coming. And her behavior is what we speak about on this here channel. Her behavior will be broken down. Okay? But what time is it? Let me just make sure the internet sister is not ready. I told her to text me. Give me a look at the time. Give me a second. I still got a little time. So did y'all catch the shade this morning? Did y'all catch the shade this morning? I just so happened to be up. And baby, I caught the shade, baby. Child, I saw Wide Nose over there telling over, I think at the time it was like 150 people in the chat that Break Room basically did the most and pretty much did not deserve grace to come back over into a circle. Now, she didn't say those exact words, but baby, I'm smart. I don't know how to read between the lines. I don't know if y'all, but the live was basically like, she did too much, right? She did a lot. And she started naming the people that she did a lot to. And she's really trying to get the supporters not to support Break Room coming back over. That's some rat ass shit, ain't it, Miss Fee? I heard that and I was like, oh my God, that's some rat shit. And it's funny because Break Room shared her live, like not that particular live, but another live, right? She said, nice to meet each of y'all. I'm glad to be here more. Thank you so much, Triple T's and DDs. Thank you so much. But that is some rat shit, right? To try to hinder a fellow content creator that you once sided with, right? That came over here and, I don't even want to say join forces, but came over here to see what you can get from me. And when things didn't work out, you're trying to slither back over to the other side. But to see and hear another content creator that was accepted back over to the other side, right? Her slithering was accepted. But now you're going to try to stop Break Room from being able to slide? I think that's fucked up. But I caught that shit. She said, who did that? Why knows? The belly crawler. You know, I can't say her name, y'all. She went to court on your girl. You know what I'm saying? She wanted me to be charged with something, even though she called me evil. I got that on record too. You know, the one I came out here and exposed so bad, she went crying to the court. She went crying to the court. Oh my God. Your Honor, make her stop. Please, please, honey. Your Honor, make her stop. Please make her stop. Because, baby, I was riding her, baby. I was riding the dog shit out of her. She couldn't handle it. She broke, man. You hear me? I drugged that hoe. She couldn't handle it. But anyway, but baby, when I tell you she was over there trying to explain to them that break room actions was just the most. She did the most. And she was relentless and wouldn't stop. But that's just, to me, it's just so outlandish because how dare you, of all people, try to explain to people that really don't support you? They don't. They really don't support her like that. But how is she going to try to block break room from being able to re-enter, all because she doesn't think she doesn't deserve the support. That's some old rat shit right there. You hear me? That's some rat ass shit, baby. When I tell you it's some rat shit, I said, oh, baby, I would not want to be amongst a type of person like that no matter what. You hear me? Baby, I start from all the way from the bottom. And that's just me. That's what I would do if it was me. I would never slide back to people that already is trying to set up a play. Like I don't deserve, like I don't have a spot there. She said, that's messy. Oh, very messy. Very, very messy. Hold on a second. Let me do something right quick, right quick, right quick, baby. Hold on. Let me do something. Oh shit. I can't, damn, I can't do it on this one. I'm gonna have to do it another way. She said, respectfully, she should. Respectfully, she should what? So you think that she should shade her? Cause I don't think that was right, Miss Fee. I don't think she should shade her. She said they should have more because break room a phony, and she does not care what she do. But the other lady was doing the same thing though. She did the same thing though. So I mean, how is it that she was allowed back? She said, I would never go back. I would never go back either, Miss Fee. If it was me, I would. That's just what type of person I am. You ain't gonna have a second time to shit on me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not about to give you a second time to shit on me like that. Right? But Miss Fee, let me ask you this. So do you think it's okay that she came out here with the shits and she was able to belly crawl back over there, but break room can't belly crawl back over there? And I'm not an advocate of neither one of them. They both can kiss my royal black ass for all I care. But I'm just being messy. So do you really think that just because one was able to slide and belly crawl back over there, you think that she should be sent up here saying that the other one shouldn't? You know? I think she's wrong to try to block it because who is she to try to change the hearts of supporters, right? Because she feel away, because she doesn't want, she wants her out there. She wants her out there flapping her wings. I think that's fucked up because you were accepted back. I'm just being real. You were accepted back with open arms, right? So why can't they accept her back with open arms? I'm not saying that they should. I'm just saying why shouldn't they when they accepted you back? Because she went on a little, you know what I mean? She ran people down. She ran the whole family down. She ran the truth down. She ran Kevin down. She ran Dawn down. She ran the family down. She and she came out and put Lupac text messages on Front Street when Lupac didn't even do anything to her. She was just collateral damage. So all I'm saying, I'm just saying, like, how is it that it's okay for them to accept you back, but now it's don't accept break room back? Now she didn't say those words exactly. She just basically trying to say like she did too much. She did too much. And she was like, and I don't feel sorry for her. She did too much. And she was basically in a nutshell saying that telling people to like don't overlook her actions and saying that she did it more than once. So like she did this more than once. This ain't and then she named the people that she did it to as if the person that's talking didn't do it. She said, Miss Fee, but all of them is one and the same because they all have turned on each other and did the most. Exactly. They all did the most. So why is it that she can slither back over there, but she's trying to close the door on break room being able to slide back over there? I just think that's fucked up. I'm just being honest. And I don't like neither one of them, but I call a spade a motherfucking spade. That's some old messy ass shit. She said the fact that break room wants to be accepted back is crazy to me. Both of them, though. Can you just say break room? I mean, I'm being honest. She said they said the most disgusting things about her father. They said the most disgusting things about the first one, husband. Called him a whole woman. Called him a woman. They spoke on her children, things that we've never done. Which I ain't even trying to compare what we do and what they do. We just different. But they accept her back, right? But I don't understand that, she's trying to close the door or seal that bitch, right? She want her out here flapping because that will be, not beat her horn, but that will make her feel good that they're out here flapping on their own, because you got to understand that was the original plan. They wanted them out here flapping. They wanted them out here struggling. So I just feel like that will do something to her ego to see her out here struggling. See, I think this reason why she don't want her back, y'all know I'm gonna speak the truth. I think the reason why she don't want her back is because she afraid that the little views that she do get, and y'all know Break Room can come on live and stay for 20 hours, right? She said, I think old church dress is kind of jealous of the messy clout Prince is getting for now. I was just about to say that, Tisha. Thank you. Thank you. So that I was just about to say that. So what I'm saying is, I think she feel away because y'all know Break Room would come out here and go live for 8 hours, get off, eat dinner, and come back for 8 more hours, right? So I believe she doesn't want the small amount of views and attention taken off of her and put on to Prince. She don't want Prince to get all the views because y'all know Prince will go live on your ass for 16 hours a day. She knows that. And I think that she's peeped that and she's like, no, 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 no. Let's not invite her back. So she's trying to ostracize. I've been trying to work on my syllables because y'all know after 3 syllables, it is a wrap for me, right? But I think she's trying to ostracize her capabilities of re-entering because she feels that Break Room is competition. Even though Break Room out here hollering that I felt like she was competition in the house and all that bullshit, which I find to be diabolical. You know, the fact that I'm 53 years old and she's like 41 or something like that. Like, why would I think you competition? On what level? I don't think anybody out here competition, not even my internet sister. And I love her dearly, but we have two different styles. She does her thing and I do mine, but I'm not in competition with nobody on this internet. But I think uh Wide Nose thinks that Prince is competition. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why she's trying to stop it. She's trying to, like, no, she just did too much. Like, how can you say that? Huh? How can you say that? She said Fishy did the same thing, went over there after all of those bad things that they said about her. She sure did, baby. She said Break Room is the weakest link. We'll call her Prince over here, y'all. We ain't got to call her Break Room. Prince is the weakest link because I would never deal with them people after what they said about her deceased dad and what he did to her. Man, listen, when people want to belong, they don't care nothing about that. Trust me, y'all. We can stop all of that. We can stop bringing that up. When people wants to belong, that right there doesn't matter to them. Some people don't know how to stand alone. Some people don't know how to get it from the ground up. That's why they hate me so much. I came over here, I announced on Facebook that I'm moving to YouTube. I came over here, I think I had about what, y'all, maybe 5 supporters that follow me right away. And then all of a sudden, y'all start trickling over here. I remember when I had 100 supporters. And I was still out here putting it on the floor. Y'all remember that? I only had 100, not even 100 supporters, but 100 subscribers. I had 100 subscribers and I was still out here putting it on the floor. Then I got 200 and 300 and 400. I'm like, they coming, y'all, they coming. Then I had 300 subscribers and I was still putting it on the floor. Then it grew 1,000. I'm like, oh, I got 1,000 subscribers, y'all. Right? I didn't join forces with another content creator to get supporters. And then, when things didn't work out with us, try to shit on that content creator and take the supporters. I didn't do that. I didn't try to backdoor another content creator. I didn't do that. I came over here. I built this page. This page, it was my old breast cancer page. I posted a breast cancer video in 2011. Never post nothing since then, right? And then I was like, oh, I got a YouTube page. Let me use this. And I just changed the name of the YouTube page and I rolled. And I've had this ever since, right? Right? I started off and I started putting it on the floor with 100, 200, 300. Then it just kept growing, just kept growing, just kept growing, just kept growing, right? So I didn't go and, you know, to another content creator and get 10, 20, 30 of their supporters and now trying to turn other people on them. I didn't do that. I didn't do that, you know? And you know what's funny? That the people that just left, right? Just left the cult. They try to shame Ashley D, right? I heard that the other day. They tried to shame Ashley D, like, oh, you got to beat to her drum. She said Jenny is live. Is she? Hold on. I told Jenny to text me. Let me see if Jenny live. Because if she is, I can say in my voice. Where's she live at? She must be live on. Oh, she said, is Jenny live? No, no, no. If Jenny was live, I'd be done. I'm only on here holding y'all until she go live. Mm-mm. I'm just holding y'all until she go live. I told her to text me 10 minutes before she go live so I could let y'all know, go do a bathroom break, go do a bathroom break, and come on back. you know? So anyway, but yeah. She said, oh, I finally got it. The record deal on Jenny's live. The record deal. Oh yeah, no. Oh, you mean, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about. She said Jenny lives be epic. Show does, because Jenny will break it all the way down. She break things down, not quite like I do, but she still breaks it down. And I love that. I could definitely watch, Jenny live. I ain't gonna say I could watch all 13 hours, honey. I be in and out, in and out, in and out. But I try to go back and get it. But yeah, let me get back to what they try to do to Ashley, right? She said, yes, they tried to shame me about the supporters. Yeah, exactly. They try to shame you about supporters, right? And saying, oh, you got to wait till more go live. And if a more go live, all the supporters leave out of her live. I mean, leave out of your live and go to her live. But were they not dealing with the same thing just the other day? Sometimes I'll try to go in there and see who's live. But if I already got a live set up, then I'm going to go, right? But sometimes I try to go and see if you live or we just have to communicate, right? But Break Room used to come on and be live for 8 damn hours. I'm not going to wait to the 9th hour to go live, right? So I used to hear people say she would get upset when I went live and said, oh, people left her live and went to my live. But now she's trying to shade um, Ashley D for the same thing that she had to go through herself. Like, what is she talking about? Hey, Candy, everybody wish my girl a happy birthday and anniversary. Hey, let me get your cash app. So have they been showing you love today? I tried to call you earlier. I don't think you got my call. But have they been showing you any love? Have you been getting any birthday love today, girl? Any birthday love? Any birthday love? Have y'all been giving Candy birthday love? Give us some birthday love, baby. Shout out to my moderator, my little sis. And that's another thing. Candy is catching the blows all because of her connection with me. And I think that's downright crazy, right? That's downright crazy. But I love my mods, every last one of them. So it's her anniversary and her birthday. Baby, I don't know if I could do that because, well, I guess I could have because that's one shot, one kill. You ain't even got to work overtime. You can birthday sex and anniversary sex all in one day, girl. Listen to that right there. I knew what you was doing. I know what you was doing. Jay, my anniversary on the 4th and Jay birthday on the 11th. Okay. So shit, I be in, and that's of June. So y'all know my month of June be tight. And that's damn family reunion. My month of June be tight as fuck. She said, I sure did send some birthday love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She said, yes, it is. I'm 43 years old today. 43. I'm 53. She 43. We 10 years apart, baby. That's my little sis. That's my little sis, baby. A lot of people can't stand my little sis. I don't know why. Little sis is a, she the bomb. She cool though. And she got my back. And I appreciate that about her. I got other people out there that got my back too. She said, we en route to our weekend destination. Well, girl, all I got to say is throw it back in a circle, baby. Throw it back in a circle. That's all I got to say. Hang for some chandeliers, baby. Give it. Hey, you got to do it good, you know? She said, yes, I got some birthday love today. Can't check it right now. Okay, no worries. No worries. Just have fun. It's probably going to be trickled in all night or whatever. But I'm glad you got some birthday love. That's just how much we appreciate you. We do, we do. We do, we do. So anyway, but have fun at your destination and tell Kedrick I said happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Yes. So go have fun, girl. Go have fun. So anyway, but what was we talking about? She said, Candy, shit, forgot to swing from the ceiling. Oh, yeah, you got to swing from the ceiling, girl. You got to swing from the ceiling, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with swinging from the ceiling. She said, that's why they don't like Candy. She's a real one. Yeah, they don't like Candy. Candy, Candy is sweet, though, but she ain't no pushover, you know? She ain't no pushover, right? And Candy found me. She told me, she said, I didn't even find you. I think Candy, well, I don't know if she want to tell the story right now, but I think Candy said she was just strolling through YouTube and found me or something like that. I don't even think she found me through the Robert and Brianna story. Tell me how you found me again, Candy. I forgot what you said. But you don't have to right now if you're going for your anniversary. We can always have this conversation another day, baby. Matter of fact, let's not have it today. Enjoy your day, baby. This is about you, sweetheart. But everybody didn't find me from the Bree story. Some people just so happen to be on YouTube and they heard my mouth. And they like, oh, okay. She said, I found you while supporting Bree. Oh, you did? Okay. She said, I followed them too. Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought you said, okay, my bad then. My bad. She said, I found you while supporting Bree. I always followed them too. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought you told me you just found me on YouTube. Maybe that was somebody else. Okay, my bad, girl. My bad. Set me straight. She said, Amor, please continue to pray. Girl, I pray, child, and got some people praying. Listen, I pray. I was praying the other day. I was like, oh my God. But then I was like, you know what? I cannot get in my feelings that much about it because I am a content creator. And I know as I grow, the hate grows. The hate grows. I be seeing people in the comments talking about she want to be Tasha K so bad. No, I don't. I don't want to be Tasha K. But it's flattering to actually see them even trying to compare me to Tasha K. Because baby, for you to even mention Tasha K name with mine, that just means that you see me as a Tasha K one day. They don't even realize that. She said, not sure how I found you and all these crazy folks out here. Probably Bree, Facebook. Oh, okay. New levels, new devils. Exactly. New levels, new devils. But for them to even put my name, they think they hate on me when they say shit like that, right? They literally be like, oh, she wants to be Tasha K so bad. But to even put my name in with Tasha K, that tells me that's what you think. And I actually had somebody say that you remind me of Tasha K, and I'm not even trying to be a Tasha K. I'm really not trying to be a Tasha K. I admire Tasha K for continuing going, knowing that she's been drugged through these YouTube streets, but she didn't drug some folks too. Now, don't get it twisted. But she been drugged through these YouTube streets. But you got to understand, as a blogger, if you expect to cruise through these YouTube, especially one that come live, right, do live streams, if you expect to cruise through these YouTube streets and not have haters, then baby, you might as well just park it right now. Just park your whole channel. So I already know the hater train gonna grow, baby. It's gonna grow. It's going to grow. It's going to be men. It's going to be women. It's going to be old. It's going to be young. It's going to grow. And it's okay. Look how they hate on Peaches, Peach McIntyre. Look how they hate on Latrice Allen. They hate on a lot of people out here. That's all they trying to do is make $1 to feed their kids, to pay their bills. Everybody gonna have haters, but I know as I move up, my hater train is going to grow. You know, but shout out to my day one haters. They'll always be the base, the day one haters. She said, I've been in 4 days in. I was a B. She said, I've been in 4 days in. Okay, exit 75. But my day one haters, baby, and my day one haters try to go recruit other haters. They be all over in 2K Live like, hey, say something about Amore, please. Talk about Amore, please. Man, I told you that boy young enough to be my son. I don't give a damn what he say. You remember when he came out starting to talk about me, they was like, ooh, he about to bring her channel down. He about to end her. Ooh, I'm so glad a bigger blogger about to end her. You can't end what you didn't build. You cannot end what you didn't build. Matter of fact, his channel ended up getting demonetized. I ain't happy for it. But sometimes you gotta be careful who you come out here and put your mouth on. I'm just being honest. I got some prayer warriors in my channel. Shit, I got people that call me and tell me every day when they don't call me every day, but they may talk to somebody that say, hey, I'm more such and such is praying for you. I get those text messages and calls, and I appreciate y'all. I know who y'all are. I got people praying for me. So you got to be careful who you put your mouth on. They come out here putting their mouth trying to destroy me, trying to bring me down. And then what happens? Then what happened? You know? So, hey, all I can say is knock yourself out. I can't stop you from doing whatever you're going to do. I can't stop you from doing that. Say what you're going to say. Yes, Chef Carmen, thank you, Self Love. She got haters, you know? My boy Darian, he got haters. Darius, I mean, he got haters. So there's a lot of content creators that's going to have haters. And the more you grow, your hate train going to grow. Hey, Reese Cup, you know? But all I can say is just be careful. You got to be careful. And that ain't no threat or nothing. But you definitely have to be careful who you come out here and put your mouth on. You got to be careful what you come out here and wish on someone else. Because it may just happen to you. You got to be careful. You got to be careful trying to recruit people to bring somebody down because it may just happen to you. You just have to be careful. That's all I'm trying to say. And that ain't no threat. Because I'm not trying to bring nobody channel down. I say do your thing. Just because we disconnect don't mean we got to be enemies. Just because we disconnect don't mean that we got to throw spitballs at each other for the next 10 years. Just because we disconnect, baby, don't mean I don't even wish you good over there. Wish you well over there. You know what I'm saying? Now, a person with a bad heart, right? Hold on. Let me see what my husband wants. Yes. Yes. You want me to tell you? Hold on, y'all. You can come in. Come in. I'll put it on mute. Hold on, y'all. You about to go somewhere? Oh, is in? Okay. Yeah. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. My man, my man, my man, my real man. That's my real man. You hear me? My real man. That's my real man. Anyway, but all I'm saying is it doesn't mean that I have to dislike you or hate you because a person with a dark heart will forever try to shit on you. That's not me. I know how to get up. I know how to move on. And don't mean that I don't wish you well. I wish you well, just not around me. I wish you well away from me. And there's nothing wrong with wishing someone well away from me. I don't need your energy around me. I don't need your intentions around me. Your bad spirits around me. I don't need that around me. That doesn't mean that I want to see you fail. That doesn't mean I want you to do the worst. No. But I will say those that came out here so far that I've seen come out here and do the most on my name, I do see them struggling. And it's not that I'm happy about it. I do laugh about it. If I be honest with myself and y'all, I laugh about it. And the reason why I laugh about it is because you want people to think that you was such the truth teller, but you wasn't. You lied and you just reaping what you sowed. You just reaping season. Do I want to see that forever? No, but when I do see it, I laugh at it. I do. Because baby, you tried. Now I may not be no Bible thumper. I may not know those scriptures and the characters in the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? The disciples or whoever. I may not know all those. I could probably quote maybe three or four and I might get it twist up. I might add one to another or whatever, half one and half another. I don't break down the church, but I'm not an atheist. I don't not love the Lord. I love the Lord. And the Lord love me. And I'm not saying the Lord don't love you or anybody else, but God knows me. Why? Because he knows my heart. I know a lot of people hate that shit, but God does know our hearts. He really do know our hearts, and he knows our intentions. And he knows when our intentions are good, and he knows when our intentions are bad. He knows that. So when you have people that intentionally come out here to shit on you, right? Intentionally come out here to shit on you and even go as far as trying to go to court to try to ruin you, you don't think God see that shit? I didn't go in court with a lie. I went in court with the truth. The judge looked at me and asked me, "Did you say this?" "Yes, I did, Your Honor." "Well, why did you say it?" "Because that's what I believe, Your Honor." He laughed. The judge laughed. He probably said, "God damn, this the most honest motherfucker that walked in here." Because what I'm going to go to court? Why I'm going to lie? No, I did say that shit. And I meant it. And I doubled down on it. And still believe it. And that's why it was denied. That's why it was dismissed. Because what I said is not illegal. It's not illegal. That's not defamation. I spoke on your behaviors, baby. You was out here acting like that. I didn't think not one time, not one, that I was going to be charged with anything. With anything. Not charged. Let me take that back. Convicted of anything. Because I know, first of all, I'm smart. I know my rights. And I know I could talk on my platform. And just because you don't like it, fucking, do you know how many more, do you know how many other channels out here that you can listen to? But you come over here and listen to me. You come over here and choose to listen to me and then get butt hurt because I defend myself and say something and combat what you done said about me. And then when I really get on your ass, like I got on hers, when I got on hers, then they can't handle it. And see, what did I say about um the security guard, right? I told her, I said, I ain't gonna make no videos about you because who are you? Right? But she keep on making video and she keep on sending me threats and sending me threats. So when I get on her, and it's coming, just know she asked for it. And I guarantee you she's gonna go to the courts. And I don't give no fucks because when I get on her, it's all gas. Like our King Jean's sister say, right? It's all gas. Cause I'ma ride that motherfucker like I'm in some type of race car drive. I'ma ride her ass. You hear me? I'ma teach this security guard that it's best to just move around, move the fuck on. When ain't nobody calling for you, just move on. So when I do get on her, because I ain't got on her yet, but when I get on her and I get on that behavior, just know I probably will be back in court with another denied. But I'ma ride that motherfucker. Oh, baby. I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her. Just know that. I'm gonna get her. That ain't no threat. She should have just moved around. But I'm gonna talk about that behavior because that's something to talk about. That is something to marvel at. Baby, that behavior is what we talk about on our channel. Okay? Males are not the only narcissists. They have female narcissists out here too. They have female covert narcissists out here too. I'm going to decode that motherfucker's behavior. But I'm going to do it when I get ready. Okay? But just know, she going to get got. Don't give a damn. She could threaten all she want to. She could beat up that community wall all she want to. She, he, whatever she want to be identified. It depends on what day of the week it is. You know? She said, do y'all remember all of her more lives where she read a motherfucker with no breasts and falling out of her chair? She gonna get got. She said, ride that motherfucker more and get that ass. Oh, she gonna get got. But my sister want a piece of that ass, and I'm gonna let my sister get a piece of that ass. Mine take time because I'm gonna talk about behavior, baby. Behavior. That's the type of stuff we talk about on this channel. And it's best to know because you guys may know people out there like that. You know? I'm gonna talk about behavior. She said, no one knows someone's heart or motive. I just had a conversation with my daughter when I told her that when you try to start juggling someone's motives, judging someone's motive, you are putting yourself in the place of God. Yeah, you don't know no one's motives, right? Right? But I will say, they always talk about karma, karma, but they don't realize when they get their karma when they only get 200 to 300 views on a video, right? That's their karma. And they trying to save them 200 or 300. That's why they don't want Prince to come over there. She said, Jeannie don't care about them threats and don't. Jeannie does not care about those threats. She does not. Hold on, y'all. I'm over here drinking Gatorade. I'm drinking this Gatorade because I'm trying to stay hydrated because when my throat was hurting real bad, it was even hard to drink water. So I'm drinking Gatorade to try to get some the electrolytes back in me and to get me, back hydrated. So people are not worried about their mental while they're bullying when people come back. Yeah, exactly. And somebody was like, Amor, she got this thing and she gonna try to play the mental card and that's how she gonna try to come after you. I said, I'm not worried about that. You can't play mental after you done came out here and did the damn most. And somebody already went to court and tried to pull that disabled card on me. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't work. It did not work. You know what I'm saying? She said, judge not, lest you be judged, does not mean we should not judge because John 7:24 tells us to judge with righteousness judgment. It's talking about judging people's motives and hypocrisy. Okay. That shit that Amora says, she makes her own self laugh. It's funny as fuck. I do make myself laugh sometimes. I ain't even gonna lie. And y'all, I don't always go back and listen to my lies, but when I do go back and listen to my lies, I literally sometimes be like, wait a minute, did I say that? I do be asking myself, do I say that sometimes? Because sometimes I do get on a roll. I get on a roll and I be listening to it and Jay like, babe, you listening to yourself? I'm like, yeah. He'll be like, what you doing? I'm like, listen to one of my lives. And he like, are you? And I'm like, yeah. And I remember one day, let me tell you, and when I was out, where was I? I was somewhere and I came home and Jay said, I was listening to your live. And I said, "You was listening to my live?" He was like, "Yeah, I was listening to your live." I can't remember where I was, but wherever it was, he must have missed me. It wasn't on the girls' trip. It wasn't this girls' trip. It was something else I did. And I think I was gone all day and I came home and Jay missed me. Talking about, "I'm listening to your lives." She said, "Man, how the F she gonna tell me to go to hell, but yet you're a stud saying shit with a woman is straight laying ass." You know what? I didn't, X7, if you want to share your story or if you want me to share it, I will, but I didn't want to just do that because I didn't know how you felt about that. So that's why I didn't even push the envelope. But if you would like for me to share it, I will, but probably not on this live. Cause I think that's some goddamn some hot ass tea. Uh so I don't know if you want me to. You just gotta let me know. Oh, Reese Cup, you heard it too? Mm. But she said, I have pictures of you in my personal space. That way I flipped the camera. I was uncomfortable. Again, if you want me to share it, I don't want to share it on this live because baby, when I tell you that's some sugar honey iced tea, that's some real hot smoking tea. And I'm telling you, it's just ooh. But I leave people's stories for they have to tell me it's okay to share because things that y'all share with me, I don't always run to the internet with because I just don't think that that's right. You know. She said, "Speak your mind or more. Don't let these people tell you how, what, and what you should talk about. F them. The loyal and dedicated gonna ride out with you." Thank you, impeccable aura. She said, "I'm glad they think they know who I am. Can't find my real name." Oh, they don't know who you are, Miss Feeder Realist. You Miss Feeder Realist, baby. But they want to talk about a house with no saying no snacks and no cookies, but they don't want to talk about the real what really happened in that damn house. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to talk about. They don't want to pull the onion back on what was really going down and how people was. They don't want to talk about the real, the real. You know what I'm saying? But again, you know, mm, Lord, she said to those using and hollering court, this court that just no, you're ignorant, slow hell with that mental health shit. Mental turtles, your special needs who just want to hurt others, confused ass. And it's funny because the people that was taking me to court, like, oh, mine gonna go through, mine gonna work, mine is it. And it's so funny because they got denied. She said, X7, I'm sorry you experienced that, sis. Real talk. Yeah, but X7 hasn't given me permission to say anything. So I'm not gonna say it on this live anyway. So until I'm given permission, y'all, I'm not gonna say much. Hmm. She said, I was appalled, girl. You. I was taking a bike. I was taking a bike, baby. She said, you should always obtain consent to be in others' personal space as it can make people uncomfortable. Yep. And if a person say they was uncomfortable, they have a right to feel that way. And can't nobody, and I did see her say, go to hell, you wish. But if somebody tell you you made them uncomfortable, you can't just say, go to hell, you wish. But anyway, let me get this straight and correct me if I'm wrong. The bully doesn't want to be bullied, and yet she's yelling court. Oh, yes, ma'am. Robbie, you didn't see that? Girl, I was floored when I saw the threat of the courts. She said, and I told that car rider to the airport immediately how I felt. Yeah. Well, you know how I feel about it, and I meant every word of it that I said to you already. And I mean that. I mean that. Yes, but yes, Robbie. She came out here bullying people, telling Sean business, adding shit, making up shit, and now saying she gonna go press charges in Florida on Jenny ass. Yeah, that's what they do. They literally, child. She said, all of this makes me sick. We had a wonderful time. We did have a wonderful time. And I get it, you know. Got people saying, well, I don't want to go on no more trips. I don't want to go on a trip. And that's what it's about. That's exactly what people are trying to do. They want to prevent them from wanting to even go on trips with us or, or even support us or trust us. This is trying to deal with someone's credibility, trying to screw up somebody's credibility, reputation, characters. I'm glad I was just chilling and not saying too much. Cause goddamn, you can't even enjoy a sisterhood trip and be yourself. Yeah, that's unfortunate. All of this made me sick. We had a wonderful time. Oh, you must have said that twice. She lived in 30 minutes. Jeannie just posted. Oh, she live in 30 minutes. Okay. All right. She live in, yep, 28 minutes. 28 minutes. We're gonna go to Jeannie channel. Okay. We're gonna go over to Jeannie channel in 30 and 28 minutes. I'm sorry, in less than 30 minutes. Okay. Yeah, but isn't that diabolical? It's diabolical to think that you can come out here and bully people, right? She said, more I trust you and Candy, but no one else. I got you, Sanchez, and I enjoyed speaking to you today, baby. But what I was about to say, uh, yeah, what was I about to say? I think I was about to say something like, I forgot was I think I forgot I was about to say. I think I was gonna say something like she bullied people, but then come out and try to make threats and Florida don't play and all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? She said X7, I was one of the ones in the car rider, but I didn't know it was like that because remember I said I don't think she meant it that way, but I didn't know the whole story. Again, I am sorry, sis. Mm. But a hit dog will holler, right? Because when you posted in my chat last night that you felt uncomfortable, I didn't even know what you were talking about. I really didn't. But then I seen where she posted and said X7 go to hell you wish on her platform. So a hit dog will holler. She was definitely in the chat and saw where you said that you was uncomfortable about something that happened in that house. And then she goes and posts it on her bulletin board. So I had to go back and pull your comments. And that's why I reached out to you last night because when I pull your comments, they were very concerning. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't know all this was going on. And when I found out, I was definitely appalled. And I already gave you all my apologies that you even had to endure that. But a hit dog would definitely holler. A hit dog will holler. She beat her community wall up with, I'm not the only LGBT that was on the trip and X7 go to hell. You wish. You wish. You know? But if someone told me that they felt uncomfortable around me because of something that I said or something that I did, man, I will apologize to them because, that's one, excuse me, that's one thing about it. You have to let them know that excuse me, hold on one second. Mm. You have to let them know that it was unwanted and that you feel uncomfortable with it. And after you do that, they supposed to just simply, adhere to how you feel and don't ever do it again. And they can acknowledge it and say, oh, I didn't know I was making you feel uncomfortable. I'm so sorry about that, or whatever the case may be. But to go to the community wall and be like, go to hell, you wish. You know what I'm saying? Hit dogs will holler. She said, though they were trying to turn the sisterhood trip into a DH fruit, a Dwight Howard fruit party. Girl, I don't know. I mean, I've heard some things, but she tripped me out trying to scare and stop people. Girl, yes. That girl has threatened me like she got some type of power over me. She's tried to threaten me like she got some power over me, but I'm gonna show that little girl that she has no power over me. I'm gonna show that little girl. I'ma show her better than I can tell you. You hear me? Imma show that little girl. Now don't come over here threatening me with no good time. She over there doing live on Cali, but hollering her mental health. Girl, you know how many people have done that? That's just funny to me. You over here dog walking somebody, but hollering mental health. She said, that's right. Bow out gracefully. Hey, Real TV. I gotta check your live out. I heard you did your first live. Hold on, y'all. I think my internet system might be live. Let me see. Let me hit refresh. Oh, she still got 24 minutes, but I got a ding. Oh, so my notification came 24 minutes early. So I got, hold on. Did my notification? Yeah, so I got a notification. So do y'all be getting notifications when I post up my lives? Do y'all get them 20 minutes early or 30 minutes early? She said that's why they was mad at Amore and Candy. They came all the way out to rub some booty. Neo is shocking me. She was not like that on the first trip. Mm. No, I didn't hear any I didn't hear what I'm hearing now that happened on the first trip. No, I did not hear any of that. But I will say sometimes people do take, and this is no dig against X7 because X7 is a beautiful woman. But sometimes people do take just because you wear your hair short that you down with the cause, and they will throw slick shit at you or whatever the case may be, and try to see where you at. Because I do believe, I believe I need to. Hey, Miss Fee, can you ask your daughter is she okay with doing an interview with me? Not right now, but just an interview maybe at a later date. And I just want to ask some questions about just some behaviors and how they oh, real talk, I forgot you was LGBT too. Let me ask you a question in the chat, baby. And because we ain't got long on this live, my internet sister about to go live, so I don't want to run it over into her. And this is not trying to put you out there, but I know me and you have talked before, and I know you don't mind. If you are interested in a woman, right, as an LGBT, um, what do you call it, LGBT member, or how do you call that? Just tell me, because I can be a little oblivious to those terms. I don't know if it's an LBT member or I'm just gonna say member, but do you um do you throw little hints out there and things of that nature to see if the person bites? Is that something that you do if you're interested in a girl and if she has short hair or whatever, do you like throw something out there and if she bite then you good, or is it some type of code that you guys use? And again, this is not to put you on Front Street, but you and I have spoke about this, and I know that you told me that you are open gay woman, I think, or LGBT. She says, please check it out and give me your inputs. I was playing around with the tools and turned out to be a 5-hour live. Okay, I'm gonna check your live out. But did you hear my question? Oh, and Demetrius, if you want to answer, you can answer me too. Because we do have LGBT members a part of our crew, you guys. And I just want to know, like, is it something that you throw out there and see if they'll catch? She said, some people are not in the community. Well, what does that mean? Not in the community. They LGBT, but they're not in the community? Like, what do you mean by that? I literally would like to have an interview with a few of the LGBT girls on my panel just to get a better understanding of some things, you know? She says they can tell if someone is like that or not. But how? I'm sure you got to test the water. She says, no, I am a straightforward, but a lot of women flirt. And so I have to be careful. But when you say you straightforward, are you straightforward with someone that you think is like that? Or do you throw something out there to kind of test the water to see if they're like that? Like, do you do certain things to see if that person is like that? Or do you just know? Let me check my internet, sister. She still got 19 minutes. She's coming, y'all. She is coming. Let me go and hit that. Oh, I already hit the thumbs. I think I hit the thumbs up yesterday. Y'all hit that thumbs up. She only got 22 thumbs up. When y'all go over there, hit that thumbs up, please. She said the LGBTQIA plus people know if you are gay or lesbian, but it has to be a way that they know. So that's what I'm asking. I'm asking, do they throw something out there and kind of test the water a little bit? She said, so I am not in the community. I am a lesbian masculine man. So I I definitely want to interview you because I've never I mean not masculine man, masculine woman, I'm sorry. But I've never heard someone say they're not a part of the community. So I'm not in the community. I am a lesbian masculine woman. So you're saying that just because you identify as a lesbian that you're not a part of the community. So you didn't, I don't know. I'm gonna look that up. She says, well, I am her. Well, me and her are girls. She's no stud, and this is my first experience. She was flirting with me, but I wasn't interested because I was in a relationship with a guy, so I couldn't answer that. Oh, you mean your wife was flirting with you? Who, when you say she was flirting with me, but I wasn't interested, are you saying the person that you're with now? Or are you talking about something else? She said, I will ask them if they have a problem with women who are into women and ask who you ever try. I think you mean as would you, oh, ask and ask would you ever try? Okay, okay. So you're straight up. You straight up. No no holds bar. You straight up. Okay. I like that. I would rather for someone to be straight up and ask me because that way I could just say no or whatever or So, so you straight up, you don't beat around. She said, "Yes, I'm not in the community either." Oh, what? I've never heard of that. I've never heard of. Okay, this is new news to me. So everybody that identifies as gay is not in the community. Okay, I did not know that. I absolutely did not know that. Okay, Demetrius, I got you. She said, "Yes, that's what I'm saying." Okay, so you saying you straight up, you straight up. She said, "That's good to be straight up." Absolutely good to be straight up. Don't, you ain't gotta. We ain't gotta. You ask me if you ask me, I would have more respect for you if you asked me and I told you and you got it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you trying to like try me, but asking, I love straight up. I love straight up and we could be cool as a fan afterwards because you basically asked me and then you got the answer or whatever and then you moved accordingly. You know what I'm saying? But I like straight up. I did have a woman come up to me some years ago and was like, "Oh, you coming home with me tonight?" Just like that. She asked, she said that to me. She said, "Oh, you coming home with me tonight?" And I looked at her and I said, "No, I'm not." I said, "You get the fuck off me. Coming home with you." You know? She said, "Oh, yes, you are. You coming home with me tonight." I said, "Let me move. Let me get the fuck off this floor before we be in here scrapping." I went and told my sister, and my sister was like, "Oh, let's fight." And I'm like, "Hell no, let's get up out of here." That girl said, "I'm coming home with her tonight. I ain't going home with her." I was so offended. But I was younger. I ain't gonna lie, I was younger. But she did say, "You coming home with me tonight." Child, I felt violated to the 15th power. She said, "My best friend of 40 years is gay. Trust, I know." Okay, got it. She said, "For some reason, lesbians always hit on me." Do they be telling you coming home and in the night? She said, this is very informative. I thought all was a part of the community. Me too, Queen T. Shit, I thought it was a movement, but I'm learning. I'm gonna look that shit up though. She said, and if the answer is no, I bow out gracefully. See, and that's how you're supposed to do. And by you being straight up like that, it does not present the atmosphere of making someone uncomfortable. I wouldn't be uncomfortable if somebody was straight up and asked me, but to just say you coming home with me tonight, no, that's violations in my book. She said, X7, please call me. She says, no, they are not because they don't identify with their behavior and thinking that they deserve special treatment is what I was told. Oh, so is that why you're saying you're not in the community because you don't feel that you should receive special treatment? She says, I'm here. Hey, Amore, everyone. Hey, Lisa, baby, how are you? She said, hey, I just came back. Amore, are you still doing the rap? Oh, shit. Yeah, I am. I forgot about that thing. I need to put the rest of the names that came on. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, I'm going to do it today. I am. I'm going to do it today. If I don't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. Okay. If I don't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. I have not added the other names. So thank you for reminding me, Kimberly T. And I got to do that video of us too. Y'all, I done fell behind a little bit. Y'all give me to tomorrow for the video and the raffle. Give me to tomorrow, please. Just give me to tomorrow, cause honey, I ain't even been doing shit I need to be doing. She said, I am old school. There was no community when I came in. I am 47 years old. Okay. So you straight up. She said, I am very picky just because you are a woman don't mean I'm attracted to you. I believe that wholeheartedly. Just like we was talking about yesterday, just because a man flirt with you and say you got nice tits don't mean that he wants you. But I think women get that confused as well, you know? And I do think that, other women may get offended being around a gay woman because they're like, oh, that gay woman want me. That doesn't mean she want you just because she gay, right? And that doesn't mean a man want you because he wants to suck on your titties. That just means he wants to suck on your titties. That doesn't mean he want you. She said, have you been using your Flonase? It works wonders. Yes, I've been using my Flonase and I've taken my medicine. So somebody told me I was going to feel better today. I think I'm going to feel better tomorrow because I ain't, I think it's going to be better tomorrow. We'll see though. She said, I was speaking and laughing with a guy at my job and he went back and told everybody that I wanted him. I was so offended because he's not my type. Yeah. Just because you laughing and geeking and sneaking and, that doesn't mean you want that person. And we heard it just because somebody give you compliments on your titties, that doesn't mean they want you either. I think you should be straight up. I think you should ask if you think a person want you, you should just ask, hey, you want me? I don't know. Tammy told me I've been out the game too long yesterday. She said, Amore, you've been married for over 16 years, or with Jay over 16 years. So I've been out the game, y'all. I might be talking out the side of my neck. She said, I think you should do an interview with Fee Daughter or more. One of these days, it would be a good or more. Yeah, I do. I want to do an interview. I'll even do for anybody that, is welcome to come up. Not today, because internet's just about to put it down. But I definitely want to do an interview just so that we can learn more. This is not for you to be attacked. I would definitely not let my audience attack you or anything like that because, it is what it is. But I would just like to know some questions because I just learned something today. I just learned that everybody that identifies as a lesbian is not a part of the community. And I want to do men feel that way. Because they identify as a gay man, does that mean they're not a part of the community? Or you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm learning something. She said, Amore, please take the weekend to rest and let your voice recover. Yeah, I do. I need to. I keep on saying that. I keep on telling my husband I'm gonna do it, and then I don't. And then I don't. But I came out here for a reason today. I ain't even gonna lie. I came out here for a reason. I said, let me go on and grab some people so I can get them and wait and prepare for Jenny Live. Cause some people just want attention and they over there 200 people in their chat. And then when I came live, now they only got 68 people over there watching they miserable fucking ass. I knew what I was doing though. And it worked. Okay. That part. So my sister has My sister has 10 minutes, baby. I'm holding down the fort, baby. This is what you call holding down the fort. Y'all better know it. I'm holding down the fort. She said, I'm down. Okay, thank you, Real TV. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'll let you know when I want to do that interview. Let me just talk to a few more people and we'll set up that interview. And I'm sure my audience wouldn't mind. But I told a couple of people what I was doing. I ain't gonna lie. And it's called holding down the fort. You hear me? And I did that. You hear me? I did that. Say whatever you want to say about me. I did that. She said, yes, it's a lot of us. Okay, thank you, Real Talk. I mean, Real TV, Real T TV. She said, okay, I'm just asking my daughter who is a masculine lesbian, and her smart ass said, Ma, that's Luke. You asking, are you a cult member or a supporter of more? Wait a minute, what she said, that's what? That's Luke. You asking, I don't know what that mean. I don't know what that mean, Kimsey. She said, Ashley, you feel me like I'm about to fly to Katie and whip her. What I do? What Ashley say I did? She said, Reese Cup, yes, Amore is definitely sounding like she need to start taking it easy. What you mean? I don't know what you mean. Like my voice? She said, I think you should do an interview with P Daughter. Oh, you mean my voice? Please, Amore, take the weekend off. Yeah, I do need to take the weekend off. But I got things to do. I need to I need to do the raffle. I need to do the video. I may take the weekend off. We'll see. But I definitely want to do the raffle, get it out the way. And I definitely want to do the video. So I may take the rest of the weekend off. And because I don't think Jenny go has Jenny ever did a 2 hour live and got off. Jenny ain't never did 2 hours. Let me go on and I'm gonna go on and change my other video right now, y'all. Let me just be realistic. Jenny ain't coming on here for 2 hours because Jenny intro is one whole hour. So let me go on. I'm gonna take the weekend off. I am. I'm gonna take the weekend off, but I'm gonna do the raffle, y'all. Please know that I'm gonna do it. And I'm also going to do the video. I could do the video in my bed. I don't even have to be talking. But let me just reschedule this live that I had for the young lady and the pastor. I'm not gonna do it because Jenny ain't gonna be on no live for 2 hours. Who am I fooling? I'm gonna come back Monday. I'm coming back Monday. That way, that'll give me a time. My medicine is for 5 days. That'll give me a time to work on getting my stuff together. All right, I'm gonna do that, y'all. I just changed my live to Monday, and I'm gonna rest this weekend because I gotta get me right. I hate being not feeling my best. She said she is basically saying you too much in the business. Oh, she said I'm too much in the business. Oh, is that too much? Tell me if it is, baby. Tell me if it is. I don't want to step on no toes. Tell me if it's too much in the business. Me and you would talk. I'll call you on the back end and see how much, I can come out here and ask. Because I definitely don't want to disrespect nobody. I just got some questions. But I'll talk to you and see. She said, Amore, have you ever visited a LGBT club or outside party before? I think certain cities have. No, I haven't. I have never. Now, a parade, my husband and I were in Charlotte and we kind of ran up on one, but we didn't join in or anything. We actually thought it was cute. There was a whole bunch of guys out there, as fruity as they want to be. But we didn't join in. We just watched them. I did take some video footage of them because they loud now. They loud in every sense of the way. The colors, their voices, they loud now. They loud. She says, I'm going to karaoke tonight, honey. Child, I'm glad somebody can get some karaoke in because, honey, child, Jesus. I thought we had karaoke shit. I'm like, that wasn't karaoke? Got me food shit. I thought it was. I'm like, damn, I don't know what you call that, what we did. She said, yes, liquids and rest will heal you faster than medicine. Yes, you're right. And my husband be saying the same thing, that you need to rest, you need to rest. I don't always listen to him. I should though. But I'll call you Real T. She says, no, I'm responding to one who asked her daughter. Oh, okay, I got you. She said, just go down Bourbon Street. You will see a lot. I would love to visit New Orleans during one of their parades. I'm not even gonna lie. I would love it. That's gonna be a dream of mine until the day I die. I'm gonna get it done. I've been to New Orleans before, but I've never seen any out. It was just during just a cheerleader competition. So I've never seen the nightlife there. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. I mean, I would love to. She says, I'm going to karaoke tonight with Prince. Oh, you gonna put a Prince outfit on? Are you singing Purple Rain, child? Purple rain, purple rain. She said, we did twice. I have footage of me and Cutesy up at 3 a.m. Also, we did karaoke twice, but they said we didn't do karaoke. Make it make sense, child. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. She said, Atlanta has the best parades for LGBT. They be lit. Oh, for real? I think I want to see it in New Orleans, though. She said, it was crazy when we went for the Eagles. Super Bowl. Oh, for real? It was crazy. She said, Amore, you are evil and disgusting and don't deserve a platform just for Romeca. Okay, her. Thank you for your comments. Okay. Bye-bye. 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 She says, no Purple Rain. Who did that? Not Purple Rain. Who did that? Super Bowl, everybody was out. I bet you they was. So they come over here to hear me scream, but I ain't even got it in me today. She said, it's a roach in here. Yeah, I just killed the roach and dumped it already. I killed the roach. I smashed on the roach head and threw them out in the trash. They in the dumpster. They in the garbage. She said a panel discussion would be cool. Yeah, we're gonna do a panel discussion. She said, ignore the trolls, please. Yeah. I didn't even know I just started reading and I just finished reading it, but she out. The roach is gone. She said, shaking my head, what a waste of energy. Exactly. That's what type of time they on. She probably feels so good over there beating herself on the chest. Ooh, I spoke to Amora. I spoke to Amora. I went in her chat and said her name. Oh my God, I spoke to Amora. And she read my comment. I spoke to Amora. Oh my God, I feel so good, y'all. She over there sweating and jumping up and down. I spoke to Amora. I spoke to Amora. That's what they do. They be so happy. She said, Amora is so evil, but they love it here. Okay. They love it here. She said, Amora, you big presser. I know. I know it. She said, I was in New Orleans for 5 days for my birthday, 11/11. It was beautiful. Hey. Oh, your birthday is on 11/11 too? Niecy's birthday is 11/11. Hold on, let me see if my internet sister is ready. 2 minutes, y'all. All right, come on. Let's jump off here and let's go over to the internet sister channel, baby. Let's go listen to the internet sister put it down. She got 2 whole minutes, okay? Thank you, Tawana, Sonia, Vera, Quiet Storm, Lashina, Niecy, 12K, Yasmin, 12K, Joy White, Quiet Storm, and Tisha. Thank y'all so very much. The internet sister got less than 2 minutes. Let's go and listen to what she have to say. If you want to, y'all know I can't make you do it, but I'm gonna be over there. And I already hit the thumbs up button. If you guys can come in hitting the thumbs up. We already got 34 thumbs up. So come over and hit the thumbs up button and let's sit and listen to what the internet sister has to say. Okay. All right. I'm going to talk to y'all later and I'll see y'all over there. All right. Love y'all. I'm going to be eating my Chipotle is my life while listening to the internet sister put it down. Now, I probably won't be in the chat a lot. You know, y'all see me speak or whatever, but I'm going to be laying in bed, you know, resting, but listening. Okay. All right. I love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
Yay! She kept talking about that family.
Hoes over there.
She kept talking about that family. 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 That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers got me want to regret something. Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our